Rolling onto the speedway now. Final heat race of the night for our first King of the Crates Sportsman race this year. S&W Service Center, the Sportsman sponsor. And on the pole, that's going to be the 54 of Mark Chitty, and to his outside is going to be the 19 of Charlie Lynch. Inside row 2, 119 Chris Waters, and to his outside is the 91 of Derek Moore. Inside row 3, that's the 8S of Justin Sharp, and to his outside is the 18W of Jim Harbison. Inside row 4, that's the 18R last week's feature winner Brad Rouse, and to his outside is going to be the 61 of Derek Wagner.
As we see that white flag displayed now, nice to see some of the drivers making their way from over the border. Not too many tracks being able to get their races in. The 54 of Mark Chitty usually runs Friday night at the Freedom Speedway. They got rained out. We see a few of the Ransomville drivers as well. Jim Harbison making his way over. Dave DiPietro as well. I mean, Dave usually runs here, but a lot of these drivers not getting the seat time that they usually would have if they ran their usual Friday night tracks.
Yeah, Mother Nature's been pretty cruel. Almost washed out the entire Northeast yesterday. Only a couple tracks getting in. And here we go. Green flag's going to be out this time by. Final heat race of the night for our S&W Sportsman division is underway. Into turn 1, Chitty, who got a good start. He's going to be your leader out of turn number 2. And in behind him, the battle for the second spot's brewing with the 119 of Waters and the 19 of Charlie Lynch. To his outside is now Waters takes the second spot for good and looks to the inside of the 54. Chitty coming out of the turn number 4 as they complete lap number 1. Mark Chitty clicks off lap number 2. Lynch falling back, and this one he's outside the top 5 now. As the 119 of Waters in your second spot, and Brad Rouse, last week's feature winner, has come up from the last row, and this one he's into the 3rd spot already with Justin Spard in behind him in the 4th spot with Wagner in the 61 and 5th. Chitty comes down to click off lap number 4, halfway down in this one. Battle for second brewing as Rouse to the outside of the 119 of Waters that time slipped up and lost a little bit of ground coming out of turn number 2 as now he switches back to the bottom. As Waters slips up, gets a little bit of loose in the middle of turn 1 and 2, but now he comes down across the nose of Rouse into turn number 1. Battle for the second spot again as Rouse now looks to the inside of the 119 of Waters and Sharp's on the high side in 4th looking for any mistake out of the 2 in front of him.
Waters riding the guardrail through 3 and 4, slides up a little bit. Rouse tried to get underneath him, couldn't get the job done. Now they're going to have to, once again, get right up on the bumper of the 119 of Waters. This battle brewing has really opened the door for the 8S of Justin Sharp and the 61 of Derek Wagner to get into the mix, but we've got one more lap to go for the 54 of Chitty as the 8S of Justin Sharp and Rouse come together out of turn 4.
Lots of contact between the 18R and the 8S that time by. Both able to keep going as now here comes the checker flag out this time. Chitty with a good job to get your heat winner. 119 Waters second, 18R Rouse third, 8S of Sharp fourth, 16 of Wagner in 5th.